Let me report her. Because I am fully on Luna's side. Maybe...
Is Luna dead?
Luna's dead. R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Not
Luna.
by my hands, but Luna's dead.
Allegedly. So maybe 5-7 years after the fact, this one informed me that at one point we shared a bedroom. She saw a cockroach just like crawling. She woke up in the middle of the night, saw the cockroach just like, crawling around my bed. And she was like, oh, this thing seems to be inching closer and closer to Xerona. She just watched as it crawled all over my face. Did nothing. Just turned over. Went back to sleep.
I made a judgment call, right? So these were my options. Either I wake up this poor girl, scare her half to death, or I go and take the cockroach off her back.
Okay.
I'm not going to touch a cockroach.
My name is Faye Bello, and you're welcome to another episode of the MotherWell Podcast. How are you all doing? How's life treating you? How's motherhood treating you this week? For me, motherhood is always, we thank God. I'm trying to stay positive and just focus on like the joyful things. But like I say trying because I'm trying really hard. But like my husband came home yesterday, 2 days ago, with a haircut that my son he took. I think I mentioned on one of these episodes that my son's hair, and I don't know, there's like a very deep attachment to his hair. So when he went to the salon with my husband and came back bald, I was not happy about that. I'm still struggling. And I don't know why it's like bothering me so much so that I had to come and talk about it today. But like, I'm not over it. Like they say it's going to grow back, but like, why? Why did that happen? Apparently they were cutting his hair and he turned and then they were like, oh, let's just make it even. But like I need that to not have happened because like love my son, beautiful boy, but he has a massive head. So when you make him bald, he just looks like a Malteser. Oh gosh, I think I'm going to bully my child now. I was like, what have I said? Everyone meet Xerona and Nela Duke.
Hi.
Let them introduce themselves because we've been messing their names up all day.
My name is Xerona Duke Phillips.
And my name is Nela Duke Ekpenyong.
Hi, friends.
Hello.
How's motherhood treating you guys today?
It's great today, actually.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, everyone is my friend.
Love that.
It's my friend. There was, I would say, moderate cooperation this morning before school. Yes, all in all, I'm a pleased mother.
Nice. I love that for you. I wish I could say the same today.
As you know, we're currently in Lagos and I live in Abuja, so it's been virtually good.
Virtually good.
Pun intended, yes.
Nice. I love virtually good. What am I trying to say next? Okay, I want to ask something. Yes, so how many kids do you have and what are their ages? And let's talk about the interesting thing about your kids and their ages.
Can I?
Go.
Okay. So we have a 6-year-old. So we have 6-year-old girls. We have almost 4-year-old, 3-year-old, a boy and a girl. And then we have 2-year-olds, a boy and a girl.
Okay.
Why that is particularly interesting is that, so our firstborns, the 6-year-olds, are 8 weeks apart. The next set, the 3-year-olds, are 6 weeks apart. And then the final set, the 2-year-olds, are 2 weeks apart.
Really? I didn't even know it was that. I thought it was like maybe December, January, maybe like in February, August.
No, it was.
Why? So is it that someone gets pregnant and it's like, we're doing it now? Is that what happened?
No, not at all. I mean, it was always, every single time it happened, it was a surprise. But by the third time, when she told me she was pregnant, I was like, I should have known. That's my time. It's like, I find out, are you pregnant? Like, this seems to be a thing.
So are you both done?
Yes. Well, speaking for myself,
as the Lord pleases.
Okay. Because you're asking me about boys today, because you have 3 daughters.
I have 3 daughters.
And you have a girl, and 2 boys.
I have a girl and 2 boys.
I was a girl with 2 brothers, and then I have a girl and a boy, and I'm done.
You're done.
I'm so done.
But we do get the question a lot, like, did you guys plan it? And I'm sure a lot of moms know it's not that. There's so much yeah, there's so much unexpectedness with pregnancy and
Yeah.
even getting pregnant in the first place. It's really difficult to plan it.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it's
No, but that means that God thought that you would need each other in motherhood for
think,
him
yeah.
to put that. That is insane. I thought you planned it. This whole time I was like, I'm sure they were like, ready, set, go.
And funny enough, Nella and I, growing up, we're 2 years apart.
Yeah.
But people would always ask us if we're twins. And when we went through all our phases of life pretty much together, you know, we went through, and it was just the same school, so we had the same life experiences really. And so when we got engaged, we both got engaged the same month.
Same year?
Same month, same year. She got engaged the beginning of August. I got engaged by the end of August. We were married pretty much back to back. Sorry, Dad. You know, within the same year, we were out of the house, and you know, thereafter with children. So it's been.
So this is actually your life partner.
It's my life partner, and like, again, bless my dad. When I told him that I was pregnant with my third, his face, he was like, oh. And I didn't know that just before I walked in and told him, she had just walked in and told him. So he was over it. He was
what
like,
is going on?
You people want to make me old by force.
Oh my goodness. Let's talk about your parents as well. So you're both you're both children of
Donald and Anari Duke.
I love that.
Yeah.
I think your parents are one of my favorite Nigerian leaders.
Oh,
I think they've done so well. I'm
Thank
actually
you.
very proud of them. They have a great legacy in both of you.
Thank you.
You would agree?
I would agree. I would love to take credit for them. You know when people like compliment your parents and you're like, oh, thank you.
You say, no, take that credit as the first daughter.
I did my best, you know.
You did your best.
My
Well done.
stamp is there. Thank you.
Well done, guys.
Thank you very much.
Great job. So how has sisterhood changed for you as mothers? As you become mothers, what does sisterhood look like now?
Oh gosh, I think you said it actually when you said like we're partners. A lot of times, so our kids call us Auntie-Mummy.
Yeah. So growing up, I had a friend. I had a best friend, and she would call her mom's sister Auntie-Mommy. And I thought that was like a level of endearment that I had never come across before. It's a level above an auntie.
It's definitely a level above auntie.
And it gives it a gravity and a responsibility that I think,
I'm gonna cry. You guys don't have no sisters, so I'm always. This is why everybody. You need a sister, man.
you do.
That's so beautiful, Auntie-Mommy. I love that. But like, so are you each other's first calls? Like when?
For a lot of things, if we're not calling our mom, we're calling each other. And then also we're very different, you know, so we parent differently, but we also know each other very well. And so there's certain things maybe one of my kids are going through. I can ask Nella what her perspective is on it because she'll give me a completely fresh take, you know. And she's very. The other day, I had to go for a meeting on Sunusi Trouble. As I'm arriving, my daughter calls me in tears. Mommy, where are you? I want you. I was like, I'm sorry. Where is your father? He's there? You're good. All right. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Hung up the phone. Do you know she called my sister to report me?
Full crying, like the full regalia. So she was there front and center in front of the camera, and she was like her hand was on her head.
Oh my God.
The whole the whole thing. I was obviously taking screenshots
and use at her wedding. Whatever she
and then her sisters are there in the back. I was like,
and she's just like, Mommy's not picking up my calls. She left me.
I was like, are you alone? And I just see very slowly like their dad in the back. I was like, you're not alone. You're good. You're fine. You're good.
This is the theatrics. They must.
No,
the
first.
oldest one.
First, yeah.
Like, what we talked about this. We had a deal.
So that means you're very like hands-on.
Yes.
So much so that when you leave, she's like her whole world.
They feel my absence.
Wow.
Well, she feels my absence. I think they each have their own personalities. My youngest it doesn't faze her when she doesn't see me.
Like my son is the thug of the family. He's very much like It's not that deep. My daughter, oh my gosh, she's the feeler of the family. She feels everybody. There was one time she was crying because she felt like someone did something to her brother, and she was like, yeah, but he's so sad, even if he's not saying it. I'm like, he's not saying it because he's not. She's like, no, I'm so sure that he's sad, but he's not saying it.
So she's like an empath.
We're twins in that way.
Can I ask you a question about that? Because my daughter is very similar in that way. If
and I know you're not.
I'm not at all, but it stresses me to no end.
Yeah.
Because that level of absorption of emotion, I don't know what to do with that. And I was like, people will get sad, people will cry, people will die, they'll go back to Jesus, like they'll and I don't know how to parent that. And in many ways, my oldest reminds me of my dear sister here. So very empathetic, very emotional, and I don't know what to do with the emotion.
I would just say, as someone who was parented by someone similar to you, just hold space. Don't fix. Don't do anything. Just hold their hands and say, oh, so I see how you feel this way. And then give her a hug in it. And that's the end.
Does it stop?
No.
Okay.
No. No, doesn't stop. Just create the space, the safety.
Yeah.
Okay, let's collect your big feelings. Don't wave it off. Don't tell her to get over it. Just be like, oh, I'm so sorry you feel that way. Or that is really sad. What's that? Validate the emotion and then hold space for it.
Okay.
And then when she's ready, you can be like, okay, are we done?
Okay.
And then don't be like, no, forget about don't do that. Because then what happens then is that she doesn't feel safe.
Yes.
And we don't want that. God help us. So motherhood, every day, mathematics, table tennis. I'm just like, God, who's catching all these balls? Like,
Yeah.
Okay. What is influencing your motherhood these days?
So for me, it's the character development. So all those, and we'll get back to this topic, but I don't love hanging out with kids.
I love that you said that because it created, it's like that scene in Sex and the City 2.
Yeah.
When Miranda is like, I don't like my kids all the time.
All the time, yeah.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah. So when they're doing those little, whatever they're doing, it's not the most fun for me. I'll be there. I'll support it. I love them always. But what has gotten me really excited is because at least the almost 4-year-old and the 6-year-old, they're going through character developments. So when they go to school and I hear that, let's say my son apologized to someone, or my daughter, let someone have something that she really wanted, that gets me so excited.
Yeah.
Like I was like, oh, you're going to be a decent human being. And
Absolutely.
My goal in life, or my ethos for parenting now, is I want to raise children that will not be a burden on anyone after their father and I die.
Oh my God.
And that's it. So whether it's financial burden, emotional burden, they will be positive influences in society, and that's all I need.
Oof.
Yeah.
I feel that.
So that's my.
That's what's pushing.
That's what's pushing. Yeah.
Xerona, how about you? How are you?
I'd say actually my relationship with God has been influencing me, because I've been catching these moments of him parenting me. Whether it's a rebuke or an encouragement or anything like that, and I'm like, okay, I feel the Father right now, and so it's a reminder for me of how I'm meant to be stewarding my kids. And so definitely parenting, especially with the younger ones with all their emotions, and then you're still dealing with your hormones, that's been a huge challenge for me. And so that reminder of, even when he's telling me off, how is he doing it? I feel like it's the godly version of gentle parenting.
Yeah.
And so that's been.
I feel that. Wow. Thank you guys. See why sisters are 2 sides, many sides. What did you want to say?
Do you believe in gentle parenting?
No, I believe in God's version of gentle parenting. There's a time for everything. There's a time for everything.
Do you believe in gentle parenting?
No.
Absolutely not. It doesn't work.
I don't know. And I think from child to child it varies. So if I look back on us as kids, like she did not need to be spanked as much as she
Was.
She was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Say it.
Like every stroke I
Just
received. Yeah. Every stroke I received, well deserved.
Yeah,
Everyone deserved, and I know it. And then my youngest should have been, but she wasn't.
No, she was a baby.
He's just a
So
baby
she
of the
got it.
house. So I think
Shout out, Donna.
Shout out to Donna. We love you. But yeah, every child takes a different type of parenting.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh wow. I have 3 questions now. I don't know which one to go first. I think I'll just follow my chart. And then we'll come back to the faith, because I know that faith is a big segment of this entire conversation. What part of your mother do you carry in your motherhood? What version of her do you carry?
Gosh. I'm trying to figure out the best way to put this. You know, my mom is still very, very present. You know, she's and she's one to like hop in and help. But I think it's mostly like the presentness of her, you know, wanting to be involved in everything, knowing what's going on. So I would say that aspect of my mom.
That is nice.
I'm still thinking through that question, but I can tell you how it doesn't.
Okay.
So I have a mother who's very self-sacrificial and puts everyone first and ready to die on the line. And I'm not that.
Yeah.
And so I think when you're growing up, you either adopt things from your parents, or you repel and you do the
like,
opposite.
I'm not taking that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when it comes to self-care, when it comes to like looking after myself, I really do prioritize that.
I love that.
And then the other thing is that something I learned growing up is I always tell my kids what they've done wrong. If something. So I think
is that how you were parented?
They didn't tell us what was wrong.
To them?
No,
Like
my
if it was, like-
mommy wouldn't tell us. If I got in trouble, I wouldn't always know the why.
Oh, that's interesting.
I would sometimes just like get back. I mean, I did a lot of things wrong, but I'm just like, which one is it? I don't know. Like, there's no like, correction.
You're scratching your head.
Like,
which one
did
am I
she
being
find that
punished?
out? Like, did she find that out, or did she? What does she know? Right? But I always let them know, like, this is what you've done wrong.
Got you.
And this is why you're being punished. So like the communication.
That's so interesting. You know, I'm trying to replay my childhood as well. And I always knew what I had done wrong, but I think it's because I have a very guilty spirit. So once I've done something, I know what I've done wrong. And so when I'm punished for it, I know, okay.
I know, I shouldn't have done that. But now I was like, what did they find out? I thought I hid that better than that.
So there was a day I tried to poison a dog, our dog Luna.
Why?
She was a German Shepherd. She was beautiful.
Stunning dog.
Why did you try to poison
Luna? Tried to. Maybe she was playing. I don't know what she was doing.
Playing.
But she dragged me, and so in that moment, it was kill or be killed.
Fair.
And so
this is our this is our intro to this episode. Please clip this, because I want everybody to know that this baby's insane. She was like, kill or be killed.
Kill or be killed.
Beautiful German Shepherd.
Kill or but they found the rat poison just in time.
Rat poison?
Yes.
Babe.
But even when I was punished for that, and her by extension.
Why were you punished? Because you were there?
She wasn't watching me apparently well enough. So even when I was punished for that.
First daughter.
In that moment, she still didn't tell me, this is why I'm punishing you. I knew what I did. You're not telling me this is what you did.
Does somebody have to tell you?
You tried to kill the dog, babe.
By the way, I'm punishing you because you tried to kill our family dog.
Did you not know that? Like, I have so many questions, but I think it will take us into another podcast entirely. Because, like, kill or be killed is crazy.
Yeah.
Especially with the dog. Like, so what did the dog do again? Remind me.
It yanked me in a way that I felt like I was going to It's on.
She was probably rescuing you.
From what?
Something. Maybe a cat.
No. It was in the eyes.
Let me report her. Because I am fully on Luna's side. Maybe...
Is Luna dead?
Luna's dead. R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Not by my hands, but Luna's dead.
Allegedly. So maybe 5-7 years after the fact, this one informed me that at one point we shared a bedroom. She saw a cockroach just like crawling. She woke up in the middle of the night, saw the cockroach just like, crawling around my bed. And she was like, oh, this thing seems to be inching closer and closer to Xerona. She just watched as it crawled all over my face. Did nothing. Just turned over, went back to sleep.
I made a judgment call, right? So these were my options. Either I wake up this poor girl, scare her half to death, or I go and take the cockroach off her back.
Okay.
I'm not going to touch a cockroach.
So you're just going to watch it happen.
And I also realized in my life, and this is through the grace of God, I've always find myself in situations where I see things that no one else sees. I don't know if that's like a spiritual gift, but like there are many instances where I just
but what do you do with the gift though? What do you do with the gift? God showed you the cockroach and you were like,
damn girl, sorry for you. Sorry for you.
I wonder where you're going to go. Maybe her mouth? Wow, that would be tough.
But it wasn't one of the flying ones. I was like,
it was just... Wow. So when did you tell her?
It was many.
We weren't even living in that house.
I think we
anymore.
what is
it was a long.
Okay, at least you didn't tell her. By the way, one time. Jesus.
This one.
Is so funny. Wow. So Xerona, you talked about your faith and how that plays a role in your motherhood. Yeah. How did we get there? Tell me, walk me through your faith journey and how you got there to the place where.
That's actually quite fascinating. So it's always, I think I've always been on the journey. I was born into, or maybe shortly after I was born, my mom became like born again. And so I grew up going to a fire church, Pentecostal, and what do they call it? Charismatic, I guess.
I don't know what they call us, because that's us. Was it redeemed?
It was redeemed.
Shout out,
tongues
redeemed.
And all of that.
And so heavy loud praise.
Yeah.
That's my jam. Yeah. Love that.
So growing up, I was inside that. And, as you grow up, you learn, you move and all of that. So I would just be, fluttering in the breeze, And then at one point, I started to get more involved in church, in Sunday school, leading like the theater, because I'm a theater kid.
We've established that we're all theater kids on this episode.
Yeah. We're all in this.
Okay.
What was that? Sorry.
I thought you said it was a non-judgmental person in the family. Yeah. Okay, you're not judging us.
So we went from there, served children's church and church security and all of that.
Wow.
But in between, I would be in the world, and then I'll be like, okay,
no, I don't like that.
Let
me come back.
I need to come back, until I entered motherhood and wifehood. And that's when you know that there are systems at play, and there are things you have to just choose, stay there, and don't move.
Yeah.
You can't even afford to. Yeah.
I can never turn back. It's already too late. So
there you go.
It won't make sense. Where am I going?
There you go. Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Wow, twin. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
Because same. I felt like that was exactly the same for me. I was in and out. You went to Nottingham, didn't you?
I did.
So did I.
I did.
No. I did. I remember you there for you were not very outside. You were very inside. I was outside.
Actually, Nottingham, I was very inside the church.
I know. Because I would come into the church.
Sold out for Christ.
I will come into the church spaces and she'd be like, I'm like, wow, that looks intense. I'm going to just
that's so
go into the clubs and then see if I can catch you guys on Sunday morning if I make it out of my hangover. God has a sense of humor, because here I am now.
I know, right? The way he'll just lasso you.
And the thing is, you're just like, you know what?
It's okay.
Just take me.
Just take me.
Whatever you want.
It's fascinating, because when we were growing up, so I have almost the opposite, but I'm still so grateful to God and how He's led me here, and my mother's prayers and her mother's prayers for me, because
what is behind that laugh? I'm very interested. Anyways,
I'll tell you offline. But when we would go to these churches, I found that in the Sunday school they were not very kind all the time, and so when people are being intentionally mean to you as a child in the name of God, you start to feel like, okay,
God is mean.
Yeah, God is mean, or
God approves of this
God approves of this message, and so it took growing up and seeing all the things that could have gone wrong in my life not happen in my life, and then again, going back to what I said, is that there's some certain things I just see.
Yeah.
When I was entering into my marriage, there were really strong messages that I was receiving from God, and so much so, like, I was
God, same.
really
Offline.
there were really strong messages I was receiving, and I was like, it got to a point where it was like someone was shouting at me, like, and I was like, okay, fine. I guess. And then again, during pregnancy, I'm sure, a lot of women have that experience during pregnancy. You have these really vivid dreams, and your portal in many ways, your portal, and the role of the woman, the role of a wife in a household, is that you're such a vessel, and you're such a strong connector, and you're bringing life forth through the grace of God. And it's when I had the kids, when I was getting married, all these really monumental moments in one's life, God would always like come back in and sort of shout at me again. But I welcomed it. So that was it. I was sort of stronghold.
How has your faith shaped your motherhood?
Could my story isn't, I think our stories would be very different.
Let's find out.
Let's see. So one of the things I wasn't great at, I am very mindful of their experience in churches because of what I had, and I want them to enjoy it. And so we were shopping around for like our church home for a while.
Have we found it?
Yes.
Shout out to you.
Thank you.
I'm still searching.
We found it this year. In the interim, your lovely Keto Cat box also is very helpful,
which we'll talk about.
Yes. But what God did, which was so interesting, so someone who lives with us is basically like one of my cousins.
Yes.
I wasn't teaching the word as much as I should have, especially at night. And then one day I came down and I overheard my cousin just like she was reading Bible stories every single night. And I almost felt like God said, these kids will be raised in the word.
By you or by somebody else.
But it will be done. And it just reminded me that these children are special to him. And it was a reinforcement of what I need to do as their mother. So I think with God, the grace and the love he's shown has always sort of allowed me to, like, it's okay, you can keep going. Yeah. It's always given me the strength to keep going.
Aww, I love that.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
No, I mean that from the depths of my
heart.
From
the depths of your heart.
How has faith shaped your motherhood?
It has, it's given me strength. I think it's helped me to extend more grace to myself.
Yes.
Especially when I make mistakes.
Ooh, yeah.
And then it's also been a guide. So in, navigating things and knowing how to respond, it calls me back because I know that I'm answering to God. I really, really believe that the children, I'm like a guardian.
Honestly.
These are mine.
I knew them. I created. I just
them.
trust you with them for a little bit, but they're mine. Yeah.
So it helps me in keeping me in check. I think it helps.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I'm trying to think of how faith shapes my motherhood.
Love you too.
You guys are so cute. Okay. Wow. All right. So, what inspired Keto Cat, and what is Keto Cat? Can you talk to us about Keto Cat?
Keto Cat is so the name is Keto Cat, which is actually amalgamation, a joining of two words, katan and kadosh, which are Hebrew words. So I really wanted to go back to the language of origin, because even in studying the
you always have to go back to the original text.
Exactly.
I want to go study theology, but that's another. I feel like we should do that.
Yeah.
Should we do that?
Yeah.
No. Like, you guys go ahead.
You guys go ahead. I'm rooting for you with that. I'm rooting for you.
But yeah.
So kadosh and katan, holy and little one. So when you join them together,
holy
little
ones.
Is that it?
That's it.
You didn't know?
I didn't know.
This is that.
Yeah, so
here's the thing. You keep saying you don't know. Are they telling me? That's my question. Are they telling me?
But are you asking?
Are they telling me?
You guys, Nella's little sister is getting married. Hi, Donna.
Hi, Donna.
And I've decided that Nella has to start telling me what she's doing for the wedding.
I'm encouraging
Right
everyone.
now, she's encouraging everyone.
I'm wishing everyone the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways.
What are you doing for the wedding?
I'm inside.
I know she's inside.
We're having meetings. Hello.
When?
In my house.
When?
Just the other day.
Did they tell me?
No, but did you ask?
Nobody told me anything.
These babies are killing me. These are so funny. Because I don't want to get away from Keto Cat. Because, okay, so holy little one.
Holy little ones, yeah. So I felt like a burden. Obviously, you know, after having the children that, you know, I did want to, just as we were privileged to be raised in the church.
Yes.
You know, and to know about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, you know. I wanted to make sure that I was doing that to my children, but as Nela said, in a way that it would keep them grounded, in a way that would allow for them to have that relationship with Him outside of me and outside of any influence, whether inside the church, you know, the world and all of that. So, and you know, we're called to be holy, we're called to be set apart. So how can I teach my children, lead them to Christ, but also help them to be confident enough to stand out, you know, like stand out, not just like you're standing out, or if everyone's noticing you, but to be confident enough to say, you know what, everyone is here,
myself
I'm
out
going
of,
to be over here, you know. And so, so Holy Little Ones was born from that Keto Cat.
And can I say like a very beautiful story about Keto Cat,
Yes,
Auntie-Mommy, and how incredible Auntie-Mommy and how incredible my big sister is. That's you. I've been, the last 3 weeks, every night I've been telling my daughter a bedtime story. And so we started off with like Disney, princesses, and it turns out I know all the stories. I'm very proud of myself. We act it out. I sing the songs, everything. Like,
no, play by play, like shot by shot.
Like anyone, Lion King, Little Mermaid, Sleeping Beauty. We threw Pinocchio in there. Rapunzel. I did it all. And then I ran out of princess stories. So then we moved on to Bible stories. And I was like, okay, I think this is where God is actually leading me to.
Yeah. Time to start with what she knows. Now. This is the actual.
And then I started saying the story of Daniel. And she's like, oh, Auntie-Mommy already taught me that one. And then she tells me back the story.
Oh my God.
I was like, okay, let's do Noah. Auntie-Mommy already told me that one. And I think it was also one of like you guys' activities from Keto Cat. Okay, Mr. Moses. Oh, Auntie-Mommy. And so I had to send a very stern voice note. What Bible stories have you not told my daughter? Because I was on a streak. Like now we have nothing left. But it was so incredible to have her like tell me the Bible stories.
And she remembers them.
She remembers them at 6.
God.
And there were things that she said that I even had like left out or forgotten. Yeah. So it works. It works. Yeah.
And I learned so much from them as well, because they have like different. I'll be like, okay, tell me, you know, what you learned from this, and they'll just drop a word. I'll see like, hey.
Let me tell you, do you know something that I find really, really insane that I think we don't actually pay enough attention to? Those little people are closer to Jesus than we are, so they actually have deeper conversations.
Yes.
And so if the church, like, God gave me a vision of a church and the children were in front. There's this Jesus image on, do you know Jesus image? The way they have the kids, like they don't see the children as children. There was this little girl that was like, I'm gonna give up my iPad because it's an idol. I was like, girl, louder for these ones. She's like, I'm gonna give up my iPad and I'm gonna give up all these things because Jesus told me that I prioritize these things before Him. I said, you. And so it's like, let's actually, when He says let all the little children come to me, it's because they're actually more locked in than the adults. That's
far
actually
more
the
locked
other
in.
parts of the scripture He didn't say because He didn't want to offend. But these ones know more about. Because my daughter asked me one day, Mommy, do you think it's easy to be God?
Wow. What did you say?
What do you say?
I don't know.
What do you? I said, I first of all said, Like I didn't hear
Come
her.
again.
Maybe she'll forget.
And she now doubled down. Like, I think about it all the time. I'm like, it couldn't have been easy to be God because God is so sad. She said.
Oh wow.
And then she said, God is so sad. I'm like, how do you know? He said, because He told me He was sad. I said, oh. So we started talking about like, what's making God sad. goes, I don't even know. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's us. Maybe we're not nice people. I said, please let's go and watch TV. Because
break.
let's go and watch TV. Like, can we just, like, girl? Because at first I was like following her, but I was like, oh no, you are here to school me.
Yeah.
That was for me. I wasn't, like, she was like, do you think it's easy to be God? She asked my mom the question. Mommy said, please, your daughter is asking me things that and then my mom, because my mom is Auntie-Mummy in this, so my mom is Grandma Mommy.
Grandma.
So I don't have a sister, I have my
Yeah.
mom. So my mom is the one that shows up and is like my partner in motherhood in a big way. And she has actually even identified that this girl has a thing. God is talking to her. Let's not lose that. So let's continue. But like, this is gonna help. I will actually buy this and give it to my mom. She will actually do a better job at it than me.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
I actually think you should do an entire episode on like this topic. So earlier, like off shoot,
Yes.
you were saying why you find it challenging to parent your daughter. And
Yeah.
it's something I've been ruminating.
Yeah, ruminating.
Yeah. I've been doing that for a while. And it was that girl, the same sex partner or child to parents, the same sex parent, they take from you. So they're looking
what happened was, I think it was you, Xerona, was asking me, was it like having a boy or something? Yeah. So Xerona asked me, was it like having a boy? And I said, it's a lot easier than a girl because girls come to collect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So again, I don't know if this is any theology. This is just my own theory. As a mother of a son and a daughter, my daughter comes to collect herself from me. She comes to collect her identity, her mannerisms, her personality, who she is in the world. She comes to me. What do you have? Almost like, what do you have? I want this. I don't want this. I don't like this. I'm going to flip this on its head. Like, you can see her deciding, even at 6. I see her actively deciding, accepting, rejecting. That is intense. That is very intense. And she's not the only one. We do it to our moms. That's what daughters and mothers, that's our dynamic. You go to your mother to collect yourself from her. As a woman, as a child, as a female child, you go to the female parent to collect yourself from that person. I'm trying to think if I did that with my dad. No, I didn't. Because even for me, when I'm thinking of both parents, I just love my dad, but my mom is like, it's like, I love my mom too, but it's like, there's a parent that
shaping
the
individual and when to be like, what aspect
of her. So my mom is the one that holds the standards. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
She's the one that's like, oh, this is the kind of mother she was, so this is where I must be. This is the kind of wife she was, where I must be. This kind of daughter that she was. So she holds the standard. So she's like the marksman, sort of. And then my dad is just there. It's like,
but it's the love. Like,
it's the love,
so that was the thing.
right?
So, like, what was beautiful about when you said that was that from you to your dad is that your dad just loves you.
Yeah.
And that.
No. Let's not make that, because he's still very highly critical.
No, not about but I'm saying that love that you receive. You're not wanting anything from him. You're just wanting
I don't want anything.
Yeah, you're just wanting the love from him.
Because I also find that with my siblings, because I have brothers, they then have that same thing with my dad, where they go to collect themselves from him, and that also brings the tension. That's why there's tension with mothers and daughters, there's tension with fathers and sons.
Yeah.
Because you go there to collect yourself from the parent.
Yeah.
Like, this one is not, I didn't read it, so this is actually just my observation from just living life.
You're so right. But you can also see in society when people weren't loved by the parents who the only job is to love you.
Thank you.
And so when a girl's not loved by her dad,
woof.
When a boy is not loved by his mom, game over.
And then also on the reverse side, when they don't have that parent that they're meant to be using as the standard.
So when you have if a boy has an absent father, good luck to him.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't.
Do you know what's actually more painful than an absent father? A disapproving father.
Really?
I think I've seen men that would survive an absent parent, but not a disapproving parent. Like a parent that doesn't approve of you, same-sex parent that you don't have their approval, it caps you. If they're absent, you can make up whatever story. It's not that it's easier.
Yeah.
But if they're absent, you can make up whatever story and you still find yourself in the midst of that.
Happens when you're constantly being put down, especially as a formative age.
You
just develop that psyche that I'm not,
because somebody, I don't know if this is even right, I'm just speaking out of my ass, but somebody is here to give you who you are, and somebody is here to affirm who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, how does Kedoket tie into your vision for godly kids?
Me?
Yes.
Okay. Well, it's really partnering with parents, right? You know, our mission is to bring up these children in knowledge and fear of the Lord, and encourage that relationship. And so what Kedoket is doing is we're really just trying to give parents the guidance and the tools that they need. A lot of us have the hearts, we have the wants to do it, but we're not sure where to start. You know, I definitely had that question, and so Kedoket was my discovery of the answer.
Awesome.
So we're just packaging it to share and just be a partner really for all of us, because it's a community. You know, we are a village. You know, so
how can I join the community?
Please follow us, Kedoket Kids. We have a WhatsApp community group as well.
Lovely.
Yeah, so we raise questions. There's, for instance, this K-pop Demon Hunters.
Oh my god. My daughter was like, she just doesn't. My child, God, thank you.
Yes.
Because I was like, do you like? She said, I don't like it. It's scary.
It's scary.
I said, thank you.
What a name.
I was scared. Right? What's it like? And this is for children.
Hunters. I was like, bro.
They told you right away.
They told you right off the bat.
Yeah.
That is scary.
You know. So as Christian parents, because I'm seeing, you know, one side and another side, so you know, we just talk about that, and you know, for the parents, because everyone parents differently.
Yeah.
So even if your child watches it, what do you do next?
Yeah.
You know, and just sharing.
What do you do next? Hey. We have to let Nela go. She's busy woman. She has a meeting.
Hi.
But we'll continue talking to Xerona about Kedoket.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Shall I scoot closer?
Scoot closer. Scoot on up. Hi, I just want to quickly pop in and remind you that this episode is brought to you by Swaddle. Now, Swaddle is an AI assistant that helps moms stay organized, puts you in community with like-minded moms. We're keeping you on your self-care, self-love journey so you continue to put yourself on top of your to-do list, and we're making sure that you have an AI assistant that is like your inbuilt virtual assistant to just assist you on your journey, because motherhood is hard, okay? But we got this. So please follow us on Instagram at swaddle.app. Click the link in our bio, join our community, and until it launches, we'll continue to have a good time. So back to the episode. All right, guys, we're back. So Nela had to leave. She has a flight to catch and some meetings, and she's, shout out to Nela. We're just talking about how, now we're talking about Nela behind her back. Talking about how she is able to just do that hard out. Xerona and I can't do that.
No,
we can't.
I have to say goodbye to everyone.
I have to be like, thank you so much. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Actually, I would even just scatter the other meeting and just stay where I'm at. But that's people pleasing. And we're
working. We will be delivered.
We're working on it. People pleasing. We're working on it. Respect it. So this is a Kedoket box. Is what it looks like. I'm going to open it up now as you're talking, and I'm going to start showing all the things inside. So you were talking to me about the Kedoket experience. So you can experience Kedoket through the box, and then as a parent you can experience it on the WhatsApp community, where you talk about different things and topics that pertain to raising children. Now we need you, actually. Thank you for doing that for us.
You're so welcome. But actually the box is also for the parents. So when I was designing it, I wanted it to look like a gift box. I wanted it to be a present that the children would look forward to receiving every single month. And so that went into it. But it
has snacks. This is my favorite part. But
so inside there's actually what I call the Parents Teaching Toolkit, PTT, and so it's like a guidebook with even like a script for the parents to use when you're teaching. So if you have no idea what to say, then you can literally just read it verbatim.
Oh wow!
And just go from there. And the only thing I'll say is, as you're reading it, just add some vim to it. So
don't be too monotonous. Make it fun.
Make it interesting.
That is so amazing. So we'll be giving away 3 of these, and if you want a chance to win one, you have to follow the MotherWell Podcast on Instagram at MotherWell_pod. Follow Kedoket on Instagram at
At Kettle Cat Kids.
At Kettle Cat Kids. We'll leave all the links below. And then comment and tag 3 friends. And then we will let you know the 3 lucky moms who are winning these boxes. Xerona and Nela, thank you so much for coming to the MotherWell Podcast. This is so fun. I loved it. And
I want to say it.
Yes.
I don't know if this can be pulled in earlier or whatnot, but in the PTT as well, it's also like a devotional.
Okay.
So before each lesson, there's a segment or a page really to help the parents get their mind into that particular lesson and do some self-reflection before you even start. Yeah,
that really works.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And we're coming out with the Good Night with God bedtime manual.
So is that for parents?
It's a guidebook for parents, and so we really want to help guide children to sleep, because I found that one of my children actually, she would be tossing and turning, just like, that anxious energy.
Oh my God, yeah, we have that in my house.
So when I would tell her, Mommy loves you, Daddy loves you, Jesus loves you, she goes, Jesus loves me. It's like, yes, Jesus loves you so much. We sing the song, and then she would just drift off. And I thought that, that's really interesting. Once she hears that Jesus loves her, there's something like a peace that she gets,
Okay, we need that.
Beyond just no screen time before bed or no TV and all of that, we wanted to craft something that would take them from bath time, dinner time, but really guide them, whether it's games like calming games, stories, reflection even. So time to actually sit down and fellowship with your child. How was your day? What are you grateful to God for? What are you asking God for? Just get into their minds. But everything, let it be intentional and tied to Christ, and then
that's
just
so good.
From there to bed.
I'm actually, I mean, I need this, so I'm taking this one home.
It's for you.
This is mine. So yeah, thank you so much for coming and for sharing this beautiful thing with us that you're doing. I'm very excited. You guys, we need this. This is so important. I'm actually very excited to do this with my kids when I get home.
We've even got like sorry, I just keep on popping in here.
keep going.
We've got like a playlist. We've got a few playlists, yeah. So in there as well.
Is there a QR code?
There are QR codes
for playlists.
For playlists.
Love that for me.
And QR codes also for like videos. So if you are a YouTube mom,
yes,
which is perfectly fine. But everything in moderation.
Everything in moderation. No, God, I beg. YouTube is scary.
So we've got some like what would you call it? Some QR codes to link you to some videos that you can watch with your child.
Amazing.
Because kids, sometimes you might be going halfway through the lesson, you've lost their attention, so you can just switch to a video.
Yeah, they need their stimulation. All right, so this episode, as all the episodes are, was brought to you by Swaddle. Swaddle is an app I'm building for mothers. It is coming out very, very soon, and I don't want you to miss out on anything. So please follow us on @swaddle.app on Instagram, and also follow us, join our waitlist in the link in our bio on Swaddle. And then if you love our beautiful space, it's beautiful space in VI in Lagos called The Luxury Collection Ltd. And if you go on Instagram, you can follow them at The Luxury Collection Ltd. My name is Faye Bello, and I've been your host. Thank you for having me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care.